Ethan had always trusted Claire with everything. They had been married for 12 years and he never questioned her business trips or late nights at the office. He believed her completely until the message came through by accident. She must have hit the wrong button because the text that appeared on his screen was never meant for him. It read, "In Paris with him, do not wait up." For a long moment Ethan just stared at the words, frozen in disbelief. Claire had told him she was on a work trip to Chicago, not Paris. And now here she was openly confessing to someone else about being with him. The betrayal hit harder than anything he had ever felt before. But instead of exploding with anger, Ethan took a deep breath and began to think. He knew emotion would not save him, but careful action could. He logged into their joint accounts and froze every single card and transfer. Within minutes, Claire no longer had access to the money she had been using so freely. Next he called the travel agency and the hotel number he found in her emails. He calmly explained that his card was the only one authorized for charges, and that she was no longer permitted to use it. The hotel staff were professional, but he could hear the tension in their voices as they took down his request. Ethan then packed up the evidence, saving the text and her emails to a separate folder. He contacted his lawyer and arranged for divorce papers to be prepared immediately. Meanwhile, in Paris, Claire was living her fantasy. She and her secret partner checked into a luxury hotel and ordered room service like nothing could touch them. But when she tried to pay for the second night, her card was declined. She called Ethan in a panic, but he ignored every ring. At the front desk, the staff explained calmly that the account had been frozen. Claire grew louder, insisting it must be a mistake, while guests in the lobby began to watch. Hotel security was called as she shouted at the clerk, demanding a room she no longer had access to. Her partner backed away, embarrassed, leaving her to argue alone. When security arrived, they asked her to collect her things and leave the property immediately. Claire protested, insisting her husband would fix this, but the staff already knew the truth. Her access was gone, and the man she betrayed had taken it all back in silence. She was escorted out of the hotel into the cold Paris night with nowhere to go. Back home, Ethan sat at his desk, reading the confirmation email from his lawyer. The divorce papers would be ready within days, and Claire would return to a world she no longer controlled. Friends who had once admired their marriage began to whisper as the story spread. Claire had chosen excitement, but excitement had turned into humiliation faster than she could have imagined. Ethan did not gloat, he did not chase revenge, he simply let her actions destroy her. When she finally returned home, she found the locks changed and her belongings neatly packed in boxes. She called him over and over, but he never answered. The silence was his only reply. Her text "in Paris with him" had been the spark that ended everything. And in the end, it was not Ethan who destroyed her, it was her own choices. Ethan walked forward free, strong and calm, leaving the wreckage behind him. And Claire was left with nothing but the memory of the moment hotel security showed her the door.